Do you want a better idea of who you are and what you want in life? I think it's safe to say we pretty much all do. But how do we figure out who we are and what we want? Do we take a personality test, a career inventory, or just go through life, trial and error? There are many ways to answer these questions. And yes, learning from our mistakes can really help us to make better decisions in the next run. But what if there were a way to better learn ourselves so we'd make fewer mistakes as we go along? I had this question, and I spent over 30 years looking for answers. I found that the answers, in part, lie in our talk. Yes, our talk. I discovered that the way we talk, and even more fundamentally, why we talk, is actually a window into who we are. I wrote this book, Talk Types: How What We Say Reveals Who We Are, to explain it. In this book, I go over the 6 talk types that all people across the globe fit into. In other words, there are 6 kinds of communicators on the planet, and you and everyone else is one of them. So which of the 6 are you? Which of the 6 are your parents, your kids, your friends, and your coworkers? These are very exciting questions because once we learn these 6 simple talk types, we can then use talk as a proxy for, or a window into, so many things: personality, values, our sense of humor, our media preferences, which books, movies, podcasts we like or don't like, our likelihood for connection and conflict, and even what types of conflict we might have and how to help reduce those conflicts. So let's dive in and explore these talk types. To start, let me give you a visual and conceptual understanding. The talk types are made up of 3 variables: A, B, and C. These variables represent the different kinds of talk. The key idea here is that all people don't share the same preferences for talk. This isn't surprising. People don't share the same preferences for lots of things. Why would talk be any different? So if we don't share the same preferences for talk, and all talk around the world can be grouped into 3 categories, then we get 6 talk types when these communication categories are ranked by preference, with our favorite category first, our second favorite category next, and our third favorite listed last. But this list is a little cumbersome and can be simplified. After all, we don't need to list the third variable in each group because we only have 3 variables. So if we list 2, we can infer the third. Also, people tend to spend so much more time in their first and second categories that it makes listing these only actually a better representation of who people are as communicators. So here we have it, the 6 talk types with only our top 2 preferences listed. So now that we have a conceptual understanding of the talk types, let's dive into what they actually are. What are these 3 communication categories, A, B, and C? In my next video, which I'll link below, I'll show you how all human talk can be grouped into these 3 categories. Even with this short introduction, you'll no doubt start to see how much our talk shapes our personalities and our lives.